3 days from today, it'll be 2 years uh, since the inception of my baby. The Beauty of Being Wrong in stores now. Deluxe edition coming soon with special free verses, spoken words essentially on them. So in honor of that, I'm just breaking down a couple of segments, flipping through the pages. One of my most important segments, my favorite segment, I wouldn't say favorite, I say most important, vital segment in his book is chapter 3. Oh, let me see if y'all can see it. Chapter 3, Cognitive Dissonance. And in chapter 3, do you see it? Get a good look. In chapter 3, Cognitive Dissonance, I break down what it is and how it affects us on a day-to-day basis. First paragraph, for us to better understand the difficulty of processing new signals, we have to get familiar with the concept of cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is a psychological concept that claims humans have mental discord when they are made aware of occupying two or more contradictory beliefs, ideas, or values. Parentheses, like the moment you notice you believe in heaven and reincarnation at the same time. So cognitive dissonance is when you have two ideas or an idea opposed to an action that contradict one another. And you're made aware of it, so you have that discord. I'll give another example. It also occurs, of course, because you have cognitive dissonance with two ideas. Like again, you believe in heaven and you believe in reincarnation. Those two things are mutually exclusive. They cannot happen at the same time. If the afterlife is reincarnation, then the afterlife is not heaven. They can't happen at the same time. Contradiction in beliefs. The cognitive dissonance, you'll feel it, and those who grow from it will logically weed out one of the other ideologies for the sake of alleviating that contradiction. You don't want to live or think or believe in contradiction. It's just a bad way to live. So you have two ideas in which can pose cognitive dissonance, or this example. Um, it also occurs when someone engages in an action contradictory to their belief. Parentheses, like being vegan and eating a hamburger. So if you are vegan, you claim to be vegan, and then you present the action of eating a hamburger, if you're conscious of it, you will feel mental discord. You will feel the cognitive dissonance. Some people conscious of it bypass it, or they give themselves an excuse. Oh man, it's just one burger. But the contradiction lies nonetheless. People who want to grow from it and don't want to live in contradiction might drop the burger or might drop the claim that they're plant-based. You feel me? Cognitive dissonance is a natural occurrence of the mind once the contradiction in belief is realized. Like I said, you just have to be conscious of it, made aware that you contradiction shit. The smartest people know that they're contradictory in their human experience. The experience in itself is damn near a contradiction. It is when the human's reaction following the realization that needs to be given, or it is the human's reaction following the realization that needs to be given attention to prevent being victim to the dissonance. And then I say, when one realizes they have contradicted themselves in beliefs, they're now faced with two core options. One, acknowledge the contradiction and weed out which belief you favor more through questioning and deduction, which is what I suggest. Like I said, you don't want to be living in contradiction. You don't want to be thinking in contradiction. So it's best when met with cognitive dissonance and the contradiction that you acknowledge it and you process through reasoning and deduction which belief is apt for you. And then you're no longer contradictory. The second option that people have is to justify the contradiction or make an excuse as to why you fucked up by contradicting yourself, or just ignore not caring about contradicting yourself. That's what I will never advise, because that does not constitute growth, and that almost, what's the word for it, enables or makes it glorifies living in contradiction. You feel me? When we're not glorifying or dignifying contradicting oneself. So that's the intro to chapter 3. I think cognitive dissonance is just something everybody needs to be made aware of, because some of us have conflicting ideas. Some of us do actions that conflict with our alleged belief in which we claim. Some of us just not living in truth. You're not living in truth, you're living in contradiction. every day. And cognitive dissonance occurs every day, and it'd be hard to sleep at night. You feel me? So cognitive dissonance is one of the key chapters in The Beauty of Being Wrong. So that being said, chapter 3, 3 days from the 2-year anniversary, cognitive dissonance, look it up. If you got any questions, holla at your boy. If you need a book, you know where I'm at. DM me. Link in the bio for the hardcover on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles. And more content on the way, man. 2024 is gonna be a nice year for my creative savvy. I will say that. So be prepared for more on the way. Much love. Highest divine. Go out there and be wrong.